One word. That's how the greatest war story ever told begins. Not a name, not a battle. Rage. This is the man that word became. Achilles was born to a mortal king and the sea goddess Thetis. A prophecy loomed, a short, glorious life, or a long, unknown one. Later legend says Thetis tried to make him immortal, dipping him in the river Styx, holding him by the heel, left untouched. Raised by the centaur Chiron, he learned to fight, to heal, and to play the lyre, shaped by wisdom as much as war. Even as a boy, his speed became legend. Swift-footed Achilles, Homer called him, a title carried through the whole epic. His mother told him plainly, "Stay home and live long, forgotten. Sail for Troy, and die young, but remembered forever." He chose Troy. Desperate to cheat fate, Thetis hid him among princesses, disguised as a girl. But one clever Greek would find him anyway. Odysseus arrived, bearing gifts, jewelry, and weapons. When a trumpet blared alarm, only one princess reached for a blade. He sailed for Troy anyway. 1,000 ships, 10 years of siege ahead. Fame chosen over a quiet life. For 9 grinding years, the siege dragged on. Achilles fought, raided nearby cities, and became the Greeks' greatest weapon. Then came the insult that broke him. Agamemnon seized a woman awarded to him as honor. Achilles withdrew from the war. This is the Achilles the Iliad dwells on most, not fighting, but refusing to. His pride cost the Greeks dearly. Through it all, one person stayed beside him, Patroclus, his closest companion since childhood, the relationship the whole story turns on. Without Achilles, the Greeks crumbled. Hector and the Trojans pushed them to the ships, threatening to burn the fleet. Patroclus begged to wear Achilles' armor and lead the counterattack himself. Reluctantly, Achilles agreed, a choice he'd regret forever. Mistaken for Achilles, Patroclus fell to the Trojan prince Hector, one death that reignited the entire war. His grief turned to fury so vast, the sea goddesses rose to comfort him. Achilles vowed to kill Hector, whatever the cost. In one haunting moment, his immortal horse Xanthus spoke, warning that his own death would follow soon after Hector's. He rode out anyway. His mother pleaded with the gods. Hephaestus, god of the forge, crafted new armor, radiant, unbreakable, built for what came next. Achilles returned like a force of nature, cutting through Trojan ranks without mercy, grief made physical and unstoppable. Among his later battles, he killed the Amazon queen Penthesilea, and, legend says, wept over her as she lay dying. He also killed Memnon, son of the dawn goddess, a duel echoing his fight with Hector, both mothers begging the gods in vain. Finally, Achilles faced Hector outside the city gates, Troy's greatest defender, and the man who had killed his closest companion. Achilles struck true. In his fury, he dragged Hector's body behind his chariot before the horrified eyes of the city. Even Homer doesn't spare him. His rage curdles into something uglier, until, days later, he finally returns Hector's body to his father. The Iliad ends before this, but later poems tell what came next. An arrow, guided by Apollo, found the one place he could be struck. Achilles died exactly as the prophecy foretold, young and glorious, cut down at the height of his power. Even his armor caused one final tragedy. Odysseus and Ajax fought over who deserved it. Odysseus won through cunning. Ajax, humiliated, took his own life. To finally take Troy, the Greeks fetched his son, Neoptolemus, from the very island where his father once hid. Not a flawless hero, but a fiercely human one. Brilliant, proud, grieving, doomed. Nearly 3,000 years later, we still say his name.